Hello ladies and gents, Laurie here for a quick recap of what happened in between sessions 10 and 11, because if you notice, I had to cut the video short. I had family about to arrive and they were going to make a lot of noise, and if I put my headphones in, I can't record continuously, so I had to cut the recording, because either way, we'd end up losing sound on my end for the recording purposes. Robin had Michael recording via Twitch for live streaming purposes. However, that isn't going to cut it in the long run for the purposes of getting the whole video. So I'm going to do a quick recap of things that occurred after I ended up with this video of session 10 to 11. Now, if you notice, we ended up in the middle of a courtyard. Now, we've investigated this courtyard. We looked around, we found several buildings, small buildings, and other doorways leading out to either the main entrance hall, and what seemed to be some sort of guard post. There could have been guards in there, we don't know. We probably missed out on stuff. In fact, Robin said we did miss out on stuff at the end of the thing, but different matter altogether. We went around the area trying to find what might be the best sneaky way in. Now, just remember that most of our group isn't really stealth orientated, so yeah, not really probably gonna go down too well on that front, so bear with us. After walking around trying to find what would be the best way in, we just went through the front door anyway. Whilst in there, we found the place empty and a bunch of locked doors. We went around to unlocking said doors and investigated. We found very little in most of these. However, two particular doors were of importance, if you will. The first being Baron Elsewhere's, bedchamber. And in there we found the Baron was dead. We were able to tell it was the Baron due to the fact the corpse, which had been quite a while dead, it was still flesh on the bones, if you will. But we could tell it was the Baron due to the Baron's signet ring being on his finger still, and big giveaway, really. Whilst in there, Emma found a note on the table that suggested that the Baron had been receiving goods or services he was paying for, which probably led to the whole broken chains dealio with the fact of the bombs and the close proximity to his estate for the last layer. Although it still leads us to believe in, like, who the hell is this guy we saw in the mirror? That I don't know. It's obviously not the Baron, because the Baron is dead, and has been dead for quite a while. Now, whilst we were looking around, we also found a set of stairs that led down. Down these set of stairs we found a train platform, and obviously a train there as well. Probably for shipping of things and goods and such, to and from the Baron's castle. I don't know how many times I've said that already in the last few minutes, but hey, whatever. We boarded the train, and almost immediately did it pull off. Pull out the station, I mean. And also on the train, we ended up having to fight mutants. Lots of nice mutants on there, with guns that were able to pin us and do some damage as well, and penetration of armor. Yeah, so while we were fighting our way through, and finding out that somebody was planting bombs on the train as it went along, yeah, the bombs, someone was planting some of the small boxes of the bombs along the train itself. We ended up defeating these mutants as we went. No casualties, very little damage taken, and then we got to, like, the final car just before the locomotive itself, where we met several stronger guards, and what I'm guessing is some sort of sergeant guy of these guards, because he's a mini-boss, if you will, in a fashion. Now, them alone, we probably could have taken. They weren't raw scourgers either, so yeah. But we probably could have taken them easy, considering how well we did take them down. If you look in the next one, there was a lot of dodging and back and forth on both fronts from Basilis, or however you pronounce that dog's name. Daniel, tell me how to pronounce that dog's name, because I think I'm getting it wrong. And Vinolda. If we had Zariel there, Santos has been absent for a couple of sessions lately. Now, if Zariel was there, he probably would have done a lot of cutting up stuff that he's so famous for. Emma was doing some pretty good shots though with a sub revolver, so I think it was a sub revolver, but it's definitely a revolver. I know that much. She's definitely got some good hits on with that, and so was Solaria with her las pistol. A bloodthirsty las pistol that basically has tearing special roll, but loses the reliable trait. Because of that awesome crit she got before with like 30 odd damage or something. Crazy. But apart from them, they would have been nothing, the way we were going. The problem was, the big ass beastie that one of the guys happened to summon up, that almost killed me! Well, it didn't almost kill me, it could have killed me, it just left me on 2 wounds before it decided to go after the original plan that Solomon had to do. Well, that Solomon brought up, draw it off onto one of the previous carts, and then split those carts off from the main one we're currently on. We managed to get it to do that, but we still couldn't quite ascertain how we were going to break the carts off. Darius was the closest one to it, so he had to do a tech use test to find out how. And by the luck of whatever dice gods that were looking out for me then, they let me find out that we can't actually do it. At least not from the compartments themselves. We have to be in the main carriage. We have to get to the locomotive control panel itself to do it. And that's pretty much where we left off, with Darius telling Solaria that, because she was the closest and probably the only one able to hear him, that we had to get into the carriage to split the carts, to split the train carts apart from each other. I can never remember the name of these damn things. I don't know why. The bit that holds the train carts together, I don't know what they're called again for the life of me for the right now. I don't know why I don't remember. I should remember, but I don't. But yeah, that monstrous thing that attacked the Baron, I might add. That's the thing it's the same thing that attacked the Baron in the couple of sessions back. The thing that almost killed him. Yeah, it did a number on me. So, yes, we found out how bad this thing could have possibly been if it had managed to get a hold of us in the last time we met it. But now, even more so, because it actually has done some serious damage. And it did not leave me in a particularly good state for the session after, as you will see. But I digress. Yeah, because at that point, that's where we left off, and that's all the information I have for you. Now, people are probably going to put into the comments of stuff that I've skipped over or missed or whatever, but that was just me being trying to be brief, considering I've just given you like 2 over an hour long videos to have to watch anyway, so I'm trying to keep this one as brief as possible. And, well, that's going to be it. If anyone wants to feel free to comment and tell me what I missed, then that's up to them. See you later, folks.